le prochain premier ministre du Canada, Tom Mulcair.
Merci beaucoup. Thank you, Mylène. On est 2015. Welcome to 2015. It's going to be a really exciting year. Are you ready to bring change? Are you ready to bring change to Ottawa? Are you ready to fight for middle-class families? Are you ready to replace Stephen Harper's Conservatives with an NDP government and get Canada on track? I'm ready too. We're back, we're energized, et j'espère que vous avez passé de joyeuses fêtes. Catherine et moi avons passé de très bonnes fêtes, mais je dois vous avouer que j'avais hâte de vous retrouver ici parce que si vous pensez que vous avez passé des fêtes occupées, essayez avec une famille de 10 frères et sœurs. Sérieusement, j'avais surtout hâte de recommencer à travailler avec vous, à travailler ensemble pour bâtir un projet de société durable. Travailler pour favoriser la croissance économique tout en protégeant l'environnement et continuer de défendre les intérêts de la classe moyenne. I couldn't wait to get back to work, take on the challenges facing Canadians, stand up for Canadians, and get rid of Stephen Harper's Conservatives. Over the next 2 days, we're going to be discussing those challenges, including jobs, the economy, and the crisis facing our veterans. We'll also review our preparations to run the most ambitious, well-resourced, and successful NDP election campaign ever. Now, to that end, I'm really pleased to announce this morning updates to our amazing team, led by our National Campaign Director, Anne McGrath, and our Quebec Campaign Director, Rebecca Blakey. Now, as you know, as party president, Rebecca will also be chairing our election planning committee. Raoul Gébert, qui, au cours des 3 dernières années, a dirigé de main de maître ma campagne au leadership et, comme chef de cabinet, a travaillé sans relâche pour nous tous, je suis fier de vous dire qu'il demeurerait l'un de mes plus proches conseillers et qui jouera un rôle clé pour nous au Québec. Merci infiniment, Raoul, de tout cœur. Merci. And I'm so proud that an experienced veteran will be joining our team. Alain Gall has agreed to leave his successful career at a major law firm to become my new chief of staff, a position he held while I was Quebec's Minister of the Environment and Minister for Sustainable Development. Also joining the team are 2 experienced election campaign managers. Michael Balagas, as you all know, led the NDP to victories in Manitoba, will lead our Ontario campaign, and will be in charge of the NDP war room in the next election. And somebody else a few of you might know, Brad Levine, the Orange Wave. Brad Levine. Brad Levine, the Orange Wave campaign director, is coming back on board and will serve as senior campaign advisor. You know, Mylène was right. Throughout our recent travels covering every corner of Canada, one theme emerges loudly and clearly. that after 9 years of Stephen Harper and the Conservatives, Canadians are ready for change. Canadians want change. And you know what? It's not difficult to see why. Middle-class families are working harder than ever and falling further and further behind. Incomes are actually dropping while household debt is rising. Young families just starting out can't find affordable childcare. 5 million Canadians don't have a family doctor. 7 out of 10 working Canadians won't have a pension. And all the while, the gap between the middle class and the wealthiest few is at an all-time high and only getting wider. And for the first time in our country's history, current generations will actually wind up being worse off than their parents. But it doesn't have to be this way. That's why Canadians in every corner of the country want change in Ottawa. Over the past month, we have announced just a few of our concrete, practical proposals that will repair the damage Stephen Harper has done and set Canada on the right path. Under Stephen Harper, senior citizens can't retire until 67. We'll reverse that. We will reverse that and bring the retirement age back to 65. Under Stephen Harper, there's no federal minimum wage. We'll fix that and bring in a federal minimum wage at $15 an hour. Under Stephen Harper, childcare for millions of families is scarce and unaffordable. We'll change that and we're going to bring in 1 million new $15 a day childcare spaces right across this great country of ours. Let there be no doubt, we'll keep the recent additions to the child care benefit and child care tax credit. But young families have told us that what's needed most are affordable child care spaces. And despite years of broken promises by both the Conservatives and the Liberals before them, we'll get the job done. Under Stephen Harper, inequality has actually grown between the privileged few and the middle class. We'll reverse that as well, and as a first step, we'll scrap his unfair income splitting scheme. Instead of taking billions of dollars from hardworking families and giving it to the wealthiest 15% who don't need it, we'll invest that money in middle-class families instead. That's our plan. Parce qu'après une décennie de gouvernement conservateur, les familles de la classe moyenne ont de la misère à joindre les deux bouts. L'entêtement de Stephen Harper a causé d'importants dégâts à notre économie. Les Canadiens veulent un nouveau premier ministre prêt à mettre le Canada sur la bonne voie. Et mettre le Canada sur la bonne voie, ça veut dire freiner l'inégalité en commençant par mettre fin au fractionnement du revenu, une mesure de M. Harper qui n'aide que les plus riches au Canada. À la place, le NPD va permettre à la classe moyenne de souffler un peu, enfin. Stephen Harper's priority is to give more to those who already have the most. My priority, the NDP's priority, is a stronger middle class. And in this year's election, we'll offer a choice between change or more of the same. Childcare for young families or more tax breaks for the wealthiest few. Accessible education and training or record student debt and youth unemployment. Income security for our seniors and veterans or more conservative scandals and mismanagement. Canadians do have a choice in 2015, and friends, this is just the beginning. Over the coming weeks and months, we'll be announcing more of our proposals to help middle-class families, offering Canadians a clear choice, a real choice this time, between our plan to repair the Conservative damage or Mr. Harper's plan for 4 more years of it. See, my 35 years of public life, I've learned a thing or two. In my time around the cabinet table, I've been front and center for the difficult decisions that are made day in and day out. And whether it's meeting with premiers to work on the future of our federation or world leaders discussing global economic opportunities or terrorist threats, being Prime Minister is not an entry-level job. Over the coming weeks and months, we'll invite Canadians to ask themselves, which leader has the experience to defeat Mr. Harper and the plan to repair the damage he's done? Increasingly, many Canadians appear to be telling Mr. Trudeau that if he doesn't have the experience for the job, then at least he should have a plan. So far, he appears to be satisfied with having neither. Parce que si on n'a pas d'expérience, si on n'a pas de plan concret, si on refuse de dire quelles sont les solutions, c'est qu'on n'est pas prêt à faire le travail. Mais Justin Trudeau pense quand même qu'il peut hériter du pouvoir, même s'il n'a rien à proposer. My family story is that of millions of Canadian families. Growing up the second oldest of 10 kids, we had to work hard for everything we had. It wasn't easy. We worked hard, played by the rules, and lived within our means. We learned the importance of looking out for one another, sticking together, of community, of generosity. These are the values that guide me as a husband, as a father, and as a grandfather. These are the values that have guided me in my 35 years of public service. And these are the values that will guide me as your Prime Minister. Friends, our offer to Canadians is clear. A government that stands up for middle-class families, that grows the economy and creates stable, full-time jobs while protecting the environment, where our youth are given the opportunities they need and our seniors get the benefits they deserve. We'll build a Canada where democratic traditions are respected at home and our reputation as a country is respected abroad, where we foster a respectful nation-to-nation relationship with First Nations, Inuit, and Métis peoples. It's a priority. Where we replace fear and division with hope and optimism. A Canada where everyone belongs and no one is left behind. This is our offer. And this is the choice Canadians have in 2015. Le vrai choix, c'est de changer les choses pour de bon. Le vrai choix, c'est favoriser la croissance économique tout en protégeant l'environnement et en instaurant et appliquant rigoureusement le principe de pollueur-payeur. Le vrai choix, c'est de rendre la vie plus abordable pour la classe moyenne. My friends, we have a lot of hard work to do. We've got to roll up our sleeves and take our message to every corner of the country, from St. John's to Victoria, from Iqaluit to Windsor, from Rimouski to Mississauga. Are you up for it? Yeah. Are you up for it? We're ready. Our team is ready. And Canadians from coast to coast to coast are ready. Let's get to work. Game on. Merci beaucoup. On continue.